Good morning. Thanks for joining us for Daybreak in 10 on Color 10. We'll be on the air commercial free starting right now up until CBS this morning's Eye Opener. First, let's head over to John in the Weather Lab with your forecast first. Johnny, we did it. We tired Griffey out.
We did. Finally, the dog is calmed down, would you say, a little?
I'd say a lot for him.
Right.
I think it helped we had Misty Fry and the dog trainer with her dog.
Yes.
I think that helped.
That helped too. Griffey was getting some play out, and now we actually have him laying down.
Thank goodness for that.
It's a borderline miracle. There he is.
Oh.
I probably should say his name too. Griffey. Okay, yes. We can do the weather now. All right, let's head over to the weather. You can see with Griffey calm, we've been outside a few times. I've tried to tire him out, and it's worked. And if you have to get outside this morning with your puppy, it's actually a good day to do that. We're in the 50s. Even with the clouds rolling in, I still think it's all in all a pretty good day. A little foggy to start. This is classic patchy fog. You can see the perfect visibility reading is 10. So Branson and Fayetteville, it is at 10. Otherwise, every single community is seeing patchy fog this morning. But I don't think it should disrupt your commute too bad. I think you're still pretty good heading to work. 58 degrees right now, 61 now in Clinton, 57 in Rolla, Harrison at 59. Very comfortable temperatures, a great night to air it out, let Mother Nature do what she does best, and that is just cool your house down. Not only that, the dew points are at a comfortable state right now. 55, that is a great dew point. If we're at 55 in the middle of the day, no matter what your temperature is, it's going to feel nice. Unfortunately, but yeah, we're going to see mid to upper 60s as we head into the next week. So what's happening here? That pattern is changing. We are starting to see a ridge. That's good news. We're going to push that stormy weather off to the north and to the east. That will dry us out, but that's also going to warm us up. So we are going to see highs in the middle to upper 70s today. This will start the dry trend, though. We'll see the clouds. We'll see some middle 70s to the east. More sunshine to our east as well. We'll go in and out of the clouds today. I'll have your 7-day forecast at the end of this block.
New this morning, one man is in critical condition after a shooting overnight. It happened around 11 p.m. near the intersection of Concord and Lynn in Springfield. Lieutenant Tad Peters says when officers arrived, they found a man laying in the street. Officers are still looking for the suspect, but they say they have good information about who that is. Lieutenant Peters says the victim and the suspect did know each other. The victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition. This month, talks are continuing about the city and looking for input on how to transform historic C Street and make it more appealing for retailers, residents, and consumers. For some that have been on Commercial Street for decades, they say they're eager to get some of its old charm back. Dana Thayer joins us this morning with the story. Dana, good morning.
Good morning, Chad. Norm Stewart has spent his entire career working on C Street, and while he says that he can see the vibe in the neighborhood getting back to what he remembered, he also acknowledges there's still plenty of work to be done.
We've been here 43 years, and when we came, there was anything you wanted on the street.
Norm Stewart remembers what C Street used to be like when his father opened this auto repair shop. Once he took ownership, he faced some tough times as people began to avoid the area.
You know, there was times when it was hard to get people over here just because of the perception.
Norm says those negative perceptions are already beginning to change and that his business was able to keep regular customers despite the closures all around him.
You know, most of our customers don't live around here, they work around here.
The fact that more attention is now being paid at getting the street more friendly for business makes sense to Norm, who sees the district as a one-of-a-kind.
It's historical. You know, it started when the railroad came through here in 1870, and you know, there's just a good vibe.
Norm says some of those good vibes are likely to come back, but more meetings, plans, and hard work will be ahead to get there.
It will get better. It's slow going, but you know, more people see the street as a viable destination for shopping. It'll get better.
Now, a meeting where the city is asking for input on C Street's streetscape plan will get underway on Wednesday, June 17th at 6 p.m. at the Drury on C Street Art Gallery. Residents and business owners of Commercial Street and the Woodland Heights neighborhood are all encouraged to attend and share their ideas.
Thanks, Dana. A Springfield civic leader who now leads Missouri's Lottery Commission says his group is making significant progress in making sure the lottery maximizes profits for education. In 2014, the Missouri Lottery sold a record number of tickets, but generated $21 million fewer dollars for education than it had the year before. The governor's office found the lottery's prize payouts, overhead, and advertising expenses were growing, and he asked the commission to turn things around. Former City Utilities GM John Twitty became chairman of the commission. So far, by rebidding a contract and making tweaks in several areas, Twitty says commissioners have found $7 million in annual savings, but he still says his group has to find a way to boost sales.
You might be amazed at the discernment that some players have. It's not just give me a Powerball, it's I want to play these games. So I think one of the tricks of this is keeping them fresh, keeping them new so that people's interest is renewed.
When crafting the current 2015 state budget, lawmakers assumed the lottery would bring in a record $300 million for education. The governor's office has noted the lottery may not generate that much money, and as a result, the lottery is lowering its expectations for what it will generate in the 2016 budget year. That begins on July 1st. Now let's catch you up on what's happening around America this morning. Secretary of State John Kerry is scheduled to have surgery at a Massachusetts hospital on his broken femur. Kerry broke his leg Sunday while biking outside Geneva. Kerry was in the region for ongoing talks with Iran's foreign minister, as well as planned visits to Spain and France. Before the procedure today, he's expected to participate via phone in a key conference on ISIS taking place in Paris. TSA agents failed a major test, letting weapons through security checkpoints more than 95% of the time. According to a government official, so-called red teams with the Department of Homeland Security pose as passengers trying to pass through airport security with explosives or weapons. The official confirmed TSA officials failed to find the weapon 67 out of 70 times. According to a separate government official, the DHS Inspector General report was not set to be issued until later this summer and is still being written. A DHS spokesperson says aviation security involves a number of measures, both seen and unseen, and we are constantly testing, measuring, and enhancing our capabilities and techniques as the threat evolves. In more local news this morning, a 29-year-old man made a stop in Springfield Monday during his journey to help more than 50 different nonprofits in 50 different states, all over a span of 100 days. Chris Strubb started in South Carolina and will drive across the country helping with organizations like Big Brothers Big Sisters. Strubb spent Monday laying bricks at its office in Springfield. He hopes by bringing awareness to the need of nonprofits and communities, people will start to volunteer more.
Every single state has something special to offer. Every community has wonderful people working tirelessly every day to make a difference.
I think it's interesting that he's going to just get to see the needs of different communities across the country. I mean, 50 states, some of the needs are going to be the same and some are going to be different.
From Springfield, Strubb will head to Wichita, Kansas, Oklahoma City, and then Austin, Texas. He hopes to finish his trip by August. If you want to help his trip or just follow him along, or volunteer for Big Brothers Big Sisters, we've posted all that information on our website. That's at ozarksfirst.com. Area leaders will hold a conference today about the progress of Springfield's new healthcare training programs. Officials with Cox, Mercy, MSU, Mizzou, and the Chamber of Commerce will be at today's meeting. They'll talk about the University of Missouri School of Medicine's Springfield Clinical Campus and MSU's occupational therapy program. The announcement will happen at the Springfield Chamber of Commerce at 10:30.
I'm Charlie Rose. Coming up, gender inequality in the workplace, the new research on what's preventing many women from getting promoted. That's coming up on CBS This Morning.
There's a new addition at Chicago's Shedd Aquarium. One of the Shedd's Pacific white-sided dolphins gave birth Monday morning shortly after midnight. The aquarium says Mom Paquette and her healthy baby calf are doing well, but they will remain under 24-hour observation by Shedd's animal care staff for several months. The calf's gender is not known yet. He or she weighs at 28 pounds and is about 3 feet long.
That's a big baby.
That's adorable. I love how they just swim right alongside Mama.
Oh, just like the whales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
cute.
ever gone swimming with the dolphins?
I have.
Have you really?
Yeah, have you?
No.
No?
I'm so jealous now.
I'll show you some photos.
All right, hey, let's take one last look at that 7-day forecast. Enjoy today, even in and out of the clouds. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies Wednesday and Thursday, but more sunshine. We're in the 80s this week. Friday, a slight chance of an isolated storm, even Saturday night. But get ready for some muggy air and some warm temperatures.
I love it. That's my kind of weather. Thanks, John. And thank you at home for watching. We'll be back here at midday. Have a great morning.
All right, Griffey, bite that blanket.